All right, quick video today. I want to talk about how it's important to not forget, to cultivate, and to practice gratefulness. You know, I think it's so easy to take so much for granted. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you do your routine, you go to work, you come back, and it's like, day in, day out, we go through life without necessarily realizing um, how lucky we are, to have health, good relationships, ideally, family that's still alive, um, and there's a lot of good, that we have, um, that we just take for granted, and oftentimes focusing on the negatives for some reason. Maybe this is just me, or hopefully I'm sure I'm not the only one, but it's very easy to focus on the negatives, and if you take out, like, if take in your day and all the thoughts that you have, I don't know what I think it's something like 60 to 90,000 thoughts per day. Like, that's crazy, a crazy amount, and out of those thoughts, like, not all of them are going to be positive, you know. And so maybe the name of the game is, how can you, tip the balance so that most of them, if not all of them, become positive. And where are you actually right now in the spectrum of 100% negative thoughts to 100% positive thoughts? And I think it's very easy to focus on the negatives. It's like, there are two windows, and it's often a choice, I think, actually, to look out one side and focus on the negatives. And if you look at the other side, it's also a choice to turn your head and focus on the positives, right? But yeah, it's actually quite challenging, and it's not always easy to focus on that side. But 100% worth it, right? To and healthier to just focus on what's good and positive. But I think that also does take practice, because I don't think all of us are just naturally born with 100% positive mindset. So you really have to, like, cultivate that. And I think, well, the two ways that for me come to mind are journaling and just writing out what you're grateful for example. I think gratefulness is probably one of the most positive feelings that you can generate for yourself, right? By really honing in and focusing on what you're thankful for. And the second one is meditating on that as well. So taking some time to do that. And I say this, and it's very easy for life to get in the way, and to to be busy and to forget and to not do those things. But I think that's where the effort comes in, right? That it's not easy to cultivate and to do, but it has an impact, on your state of mind, and how, therefore, how you show up to yourself, in your relationships, in your work. And I think if you have an impact, right? As a human being, we don't operate in silos. And so if you can improve yourself, you can improve your environment and things around you. But it starts with you, and therefore the thoughts that you're having. So it's quite important. It's quite important to really take care of that, and I want to make more of an effort to do that, even if it's like 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes in the morning or at night, to just say what you're grateful for. And I've done that in the past, and I think it comes and goes, right? Like a lot of things in life, and being consistent with something is difficult. But like a lot of things, depends the way you view the world. There's oftentimes, you know, a specific lens that you've decided, or you've also kind of have ingrained in you from, you know, from your environment growing up, how you see the world. But we can change that, and focusing on the positives and cultivating a positive mindset. I think will be really helpful, you know, going forward to, you know, reach your potential, achieve what you want to achieve, and continue on that journey of self-development and growth, and, you know, being a better person. I think also just for our own well-being, right? Focusing on the negatives, it sucks. And we often forget when we're doing that, you know, because sometimes it's just our baseline, or sometimes, you know, you're so accustomed to the way you speak to yourself that we don't necessarily realize that we're focusing on that window, you know. So it does take effort, but yeah, and also takes time to adjust, I think, but 100% worth it. So I think it's a journey, you know, when we're all at different points in that journey. But yeah, I think worth considering, you know. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Yeah, I kind of enjoy talking like this, even though I definitely get caught up in my mind a lot about what I want to say and share, and you know, but yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.